silly. No, it's not. So, thank you guys. Thank you for the super chats. It does go to support it in that silly funness, but also we don't want to have just a literal repeat of the past rounds.
Right. We don't want the exact same match we just saw, and or a mirror of Black-White Brunhild.
Oh yeah, a mirror of Black-White Brunhild, which is, I can't imagine, very fun to watch.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens. You would have a lot of fun punching in numbers.
Where's Brent Koski? Just told him to move over. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just I'll just start them on a different clock because you haven't started the clock yet, have you? Sounds good.
Huh.
So, Clayton Fish, we saw him in round 2.
How did he do?
He beat IU because of a misplay on the IU part.
Yep, I saw the misplay.
Not understanding how Pierce works.
Yep, that was a little bit sad.
Yeah, but I mean, he's sitting at table 3, 8 points.
That's pretty decent. 8 points is X22.
Yes,
or
you are correct. I have to
XO2.
update over here.
What is it, XO2? Is that what 8 points is? No, that's 6 points. Yes, that's 8 points. I don't know how mathematics works. So,
Yeah. So
historically, this has been a matchup that has generally like favored machines a little bit.
A little
bit. It is definitely one that like comes down to draws and such.
And Chamimi does have. So here's the thing: if Chamimi is playing the Lorite Disciples package, then an early curve could actually just like run train
end the game. Yeah.
On because weirdly enough, the trick there, if you actually can get the advantage there, is to not use your Disciples to go face. You use Disciples to pick off boards.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you just be like, thum, 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 and you have this ton of life.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything about it. Oh, our top super chat currently is Gerardo. That's I had to put that in here.
Yeah. So we saw Clayton in round 2. Did we see him play Mystery Box?
He has it.
He does have it? Okay. That is the relevant card because like the awkward thing for when you're playing like the Chamimi / Hanzo mono green tempo affairs is that you have this weird clock where you have to kill them before they hit that mystery box. Right. You don't have a good way to catch up from there.
Especially playing Chamimi, right?
The positive thing here, though, is that we're on Chamimi. If he's playing the Arwen package, you can kill very fast.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Why is my climber is, I forgot. I have to re-edit the script to put this back at 60 minutes. So we are going to give them 60 minutes on the clock starting now. Because I'm in charge of their time.
Because we're the boss.
Because we are the boss of the stream table.
Definitely saw some intriguing cards. Like there's a Magellanica. Yeah, there's a Ball Warrior. I saw some 3 Beasts Confluences in hand for Brett Kossier. That could actually be, reasonably relevant.
Yeah, there's a Guinevere right off the top.
Yeah. You're kind of like your, secondary good start, but it's still a fine start for your Machines deck.
Yeah, you want Vivian off the top, but
Vivian's your choice, yeah, but
we are just burning in.
That's
Yokai Festival.
Okay, so he's also on a Yokai Festival plan, which is reasonable with Bullet Ball.
Are we playing? We're playing Jesus?
Yeah.
Well then,
Jesus have fallen out of, but haven't fallen out of kind of like.
Let me pull up the image for Jesus statue.
Haven't looked at that one for a while. They've fallen out of favor a little bit, but part of it is that they're reasonably solid as like even if they never get to 12 and never attack,
they're still useful.
It's really good to fling them with a bullet ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're usually very, very large. So we'll see.
We will indeed.
But we got some Jizo statues.
Oh, I will say this. Because we've had these interesting glitches in terms of recording issues, guys, after the stream is over, not this weekend, but over the span of the next week, I will be editing together all of the matches.
Okay, so
that you'll be able to see them all.
Excellent. There was some worry with some of my locals about that. But
so we're swinging in for 238. Oof, with that Guinevere coming in.
That getting that 2 damage.
And we're just going to use the other counter on the other Guinevere.
Huh. All right. You have a 3/5 Guinevere. Yeah.
McKay?
I really wish that he would use your dice so that he would, we can see.
They're currently at 2.
They are currently now at 2.
Derek, Jeremiah, do I know how Derek is doing? Derek is currently sitting at table 1?
Table 1 or 2. Him and Blake are playing.
Table 2.
Derek is X1. Blake is X01. So
playing for the X01 probably makes it regardless. Derek, it's a win and in for.
Yeah.
So we see Eagle Me.
Eagle Me, okay. Eagle Me is an interesting tech. People have were running a little bit back in Philadelphia.
It's our pump.
I think that card is going to get really good in this next set.
Oh, yeah, for sure. With the Shiva combos and, like, especially the 3-drop Chimimi.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, it's fasty boys.
I want to.
We're going to snipe away.
That seems completely reasonable.
Snipe. Yeah, it is snipe away. No, it's rapid fire. Ugh.
Yeah, that's rapid fire.
Rapid fire me. It takes one of them out because we just banish it to the other. But still, I mean, you're doing.
Yeah.
And then we just Sans. It takes 4. It's not enough with Sans.
Yeah, it's actually not enough. Ironically, it's that dramaturgy trigger is the problem.
Right. Yeah, weirdly enough. Derek did lose to the Harvest deck. He is X1 going into the last round.
Yeah, Derek is X and 1.
We should be at. Oh, we missed triggers. Hold on. 1 second.
Jesus, statue triggers.
I'll be right back.
So once we.
I need you. You hear that noise? You need to come to. Okay.
So yeah, that's that. I don't know who the Harvest guy is part of the problem. So I'm not sure. He might be at table 1. I'm not 100%. But Derek and Blake are at table 2 right now.
I am loving my doorbell. I'm just saying it is.
Yeah.
It has been really helpful in making sure that these board states don't get beyond where we used to. For those of you who don't know, I have a doorbell button sitting at the table and a doorbell ringer in my on my table here, so that if I need to pause the game, I can do so without having to run over. So right now, it is a mistrigger warning for both. This can never be upgraded. It can never be a loss of a game or anything else like that. But what it is it is an advantageous trigger, right? It advances the board state for the sake of the player. So technically, Clayton has a right of refusal.
Yeah.
So Clayton can say, no, you don't get those.
You missed that trigger. So, yeah, we'll see that. And Travis, it's Blake Hahn. So, there's a Minnesota mirror in the last round. So, we'll see what they decide here. Regardless, the start is... Double Guinevere is a little bit of a weak start.
Yes.
It's not the kind of explosive... It's one of the issues I've always had with Machines deck, though, is that you don't have a good turn 2.
So he chose to let them go on to the chase, so they are resolving now.
Okay.
Sure,
All right.
Yep. Sweet. So, once again, we hope that players always are kind and not and let things resolve. But ultimately, we have to make sure that we ensure tournament, legit structure, and it is technically a choice. So, they are the effects are resolving.
Yeah.
So we have those Jizos. They have their 3 counters on them, and everything else is good. Yeah. So Clayton's turn 3 will.
It looks like a Lancelot to me.
Gawain.
Oh, he's playing Gawain.
He is playing Gawains.
Okay. I have lost to a lot of Gawains because people play that in my life.
Swing in for 5?
Yep, that's 5 mana. That's a 5-power Guinevere going in.
Do you burn maintenance here?
You can.
Or no, because the Tiger Meat can just block it, and then you burn maintenance for the turn.
Yeah, that seems...
Oh,
it's actually blocking with Tiger Me there.
Now I think you definitely use maintenance.
I would probably maintenance here
and just crack in for 10, take him down to 28.
Yeah, just start pushing damage through. No, it looks like he's just passing the turn.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so
Chimimi calling a stone.
Looks like a couple of cats in hand.
One of them's probably going to get cast here.
Yeah, probably.
No Arwins.
No Arwins at the moment.
Maybe we see one off the top here. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
An Arwin off the top here would be really nice.
Arwin off the top would be very good because Arwin off the top specifically makes that cat block things.
Yeah.
And makes them block things pretty well. So that'll be an intriguing... Looks like he's going to read Miike to make sure that he's cool with that all happening. He's aware of what's going
That's
on.
a
There's
nature's
a
beauty.
nature's beauty. A Molemy, which I'm kind of surprised to see being played. And,
I'm very surprised to see Nature's Beauty get grabbed there.
yeah.
I would imagine that there's one from Rune deck.
You would think, but he could. I don't like hate the idea of him playing Elephant Rush, I guess, but I wouldn't.
So next turn, these Jesus are live.
Yeah.
Right? So next turn,
I mean,
with some potential pump spells, there is a bullet ball in hand. I mean, we potentially
is
have
that a bullet
lethal.
ball in hand?
There's a bullet ball in hand. It looks like second to last card from the left.
Oh, is that a bullet ball?
Looks like it.
I don't know.
I can't read cards
Probably.
that I can't see.
Yeah, that makes it difficult.
Definitely looks like a bullet ball. So Clayton here.
Bullet ball is 4 with Awakening, right?
Correct.
So he doesn't have the ability to like Nature's Beauty Kraken with both of his Jizos and then just bullet ball his face for
Right,
lethal
but the
next turn.
Right.
But he can get pretty darn close.
Lancelot, second Gawain.
Or second Gawain.
Oh,
That's a Lancelot.
Sweet. There's Lancelot coming in, suddenly making things a whole lot of a bigger deal for Brent.
Yeah, that's an actually very awkward Lancelot due to that very large Guinevere right now.
Yeah, that is a very large Guinevere right
And
now.
that Guinevere, amongst other things, says kill 2 things, which is pretty
absolutely.
big.
Yeah. You can just pop both of the Jesus and get those off the board.
Yeah.
Pretty much just means that Brent has been really not doing anything this game. And that's the biggest trick, I think, of why people have fallen off of Jizos is because Jizos, like, if you invest in them, like, sometimes they just don't pay off.
Yeah.
And then you've just spent those turns doing nothing.
Yeah. I don't see a Lorite in hand either, which sucks. Looks like
Looks like
6 went through, and we're going in with Gawain for
9. That's also going to go through. So 15 total down to 23.
Yeah. Tapping for mana. We're going to Skyfall. He's going to Whirlwind Technique that.
Or Bullet Ball it. No, Whirlwind Technique.
But, I mean, those Jizo statues aren't actually ever going to get through for damage right now.
Yeah, because we have the 3 counters to burn twice off of the Guinevere.
Yeah. I can't think of how.
I mean, there is something to be said to the idea of board wiping.
Yeah, you can maintenance board wipe. I don't like it myself.
I don't hate it. I also don't, love it.
Because, there's 2 things on the board you want to kill.
Right.
You can just kill them by themselves. And,
so
doing that, he's going to banish Miike to actually kill the Guinevere as well.
So are we trying to kill all 3 things?
Yes. He's board wiping right now.
Wait, shouldn't the Lancelot have 3 counters on it?
It was 6
he's
counters
board
plus
wiping.
3. Yeah.
Oh, he's board wiping.
Yeah,
that makes a lot more sense.
He's using the ultimate of Lancelot. And
pause.
it sounded like there's a judge call about something. Ugh. So, yeah. I feel like this is a little bit on the greedy side.
Sorry, say that again.
I feel like this is a little bit on the greedy side to actually fully board wipe as opposed to...
Especially doing it on your turn.
Yeah. Well, I like doing it here where he's tapped out. That's where I think it's relevant, is that, the Mimi player's tapped out. There's no Lorite that's going to be able to, stop you
the
from
Lancelot
doing stuff.
trigger. Right.
But you could have killed the 2 things that are actually relevant and then just left the Miike because you don't care
about
that
the Miike?
much.
Yeah.
And then you still have, a counter and a maintenance live. I don't know. He did draw a bullet ball. He's going to get a Magellanica.
Yeah.
That looks a lot like something. Or
Doesn't have the will to pay for it.
Does he not? I thought it was a 4-mana creature.
So apparently we're not playing with McKay.
I guess we're not. I wasn't aware that Magellanica was a 5-mana creature.
I don't think that is. I think he's a 4 cost. I'm trying to find him.
I think he was in the set before that.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
His cost 4. Only if you control a Mimi card tribe.
Which
you do.
He does.
So Mimi.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, okay.
I've just learned to not ask questions. So there's a Mike. Looked like it snatched something. I think I see an Eagle Me. All right.
Arwen.
Arwen's pretty decent here.
Especially since the board wipe's already gone. But
Yeah.
doesn't look like we have one.
Doesn't look like he has one. He's going to hold up one to hopefully, like, stop any issues. Huh. This feels like it's a decent spot for the Machines player.
Yeah, definitely.
But
we're 2 turns away from... Oh, that's the Skyfall. Sky Round. We're 2 turns away from a mystery box.
Yeah.
And
this is where
really
traditional... Yeah, this is where traditionally Machines decks have like this awkward period where they start to dirtle because like they go really strong for turns 1 through 3, and then they get to like turn 4, turn 5, and they just kind of don't have anything, and you just play things that don't affect the board very much, just trying to like survive and chip in for damage until you get to mystery box.
Looking at the Harvest aggro player, he is sitting at table 1.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he's currently sitting at table 1.
Good for him.
Yeah.
There's
absolutely.
a Return of God. That's a good card.
Lancelot.
Off of 5. I mean...
How does that Lancelot have 4 counters?
Guinevere enter trigger.
Oh, okay. We cast a Guinevere.
Yeah, we had the... Guinevere actually should have a counter on it, but... Yeah, because it entered after Sky Round.
Okay. Pause it.
Make them pause again.
Charlie.
Gonna move the headset so it doesn't buzz. I don't know when you fell asleep, Apex Dragons, so I can't tell you what you missed. Right now, the Machines deck is putting a board together. Yeah. So, missed advantageous trigger again. So Brent has the right to refuse it actually occurring. So we'll see what happens here. Jeremy's on his way back, so I presume they sorted it out.
What is it from? It's from a remote control battery powered doorbell. So that I can pause the match.
Yeah.
The stream table.
Yeah.
We're back.
Hello. Got it all sorted out, one presumes.
Is he?
Yeah.
We're waiting to see what's happening here.
Yeah, it looks like Charlie's describing what's going on. So after that, it's going to be a Return of God on 5 stones.
So it looks like we're not getting the counter back?
I mean... Yeah.
Brent choosing to not let him have the 1/1.
It's... I mean, you are... Ooh. Now there's a hit off of your 5-mana Return to God. That's the donut drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a counter. And there's a Lancelot on the board.
It's actually not Brent's because he's extended game state to a point where the counter can affect how the thing works. It just doesn't.
Oh, okay. So it just doesn't work? Oh.
Okay, sure. So it's not. So it wasn't a choice. It's not
Yeah.
a choice. Okay, so clarifying that it's because of it could affect how the current card that's resolving is working.
Ah, yes.
That Brent doesn't get a choice. He just missed the trigger.
Yeah.
So thank you, clarification from Judge on that.
Thank you, Charlie. So, and now Lancelot's just going to go into the red zone for a cool...
Why would you Mickey?
He's
the donut drone?
Procking the donut drone.
You just sack to pump up the Lancelot?
And then force it so that he has block.
Yeah, but... So he'll be at 8 counters, then he just burns 3 of them to kill the Mimi. And then still hits him for 11?
Yeah, because I still don't see any Lorites in hand for Brent.
And that's actually lethal on board here, right? So you burn 3, hit him for 11, go down to 22.
Yeah. It's actually 12 as well.
Oh, sure, it's 12.
Yeah.
So down to even, even more. So down to 11.
And then you swing 9 with the Gawain.
And then sack one of them to Guinevere for lethal.
Guinevere has Summoning Sickness still.
Oh, it's from this turn.
Yeah.
Cal, just let it happen. Sitting at 200.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
You're doing a great job, Cal.
In my half-asleep state, I'm impressed I can string words together. So, yeah, that's going to put Brent to a very frightening life total of 2. He has to, like...
Yeah, no Lorites, no Disciples in hand to speak of to be able to gain that life back.
Draws
that bullet
another
ball
bullet
is
ball.
not going to help him right now.
Yeah, yeah, like, ugh, this doesn't look good. Yeah.
So we're moving on to game 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Brent
the
looks
only
at his
lines I can think of is you go, like, Magellanica, swing Magellanica at your Lancelot.
bullet
Ball it
to
at your
kill.
Gawain, but then you just Spanish one of them to Guinevere.
And you've
win the
wasted all your
game.
will and win the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 win for Brent.
No, it was 1 win for Clayton.
Shush. 1 win for Clayton. Jeez Louise, I'm clearly needing to tap out soon.
Right. Sleep is a thing, but we didn't get any. So bringing in stuff in this matchup is a little bit interesting. I'm curious. I see Elemental Blasts in the sideboard. I probably would bring those in just because killing things is nice. Looks like he might just not be sideboarding. Interesting.
I'm going to send a quick message here real quick
Yeah.
to see if we can find the results of the finals in
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah. I would like Josh to come along with us to Japan. That would be
Yeah.
lovely. Finding out.
Seeing what we got. I'd be really happy for my buddy. He's been trying really hard this year to make it, do all the work that he's been doing with Rogues Guild, so it'd be really cool to see him get there.
It would be.
Going into game 2.
Hopefully, like, I think part of the issue with that match is that there were just a few awkward draws, and the biggest thing was just there were not any Lorites.
Yeah.
Lorite is so relevant for, like, if there was a Lorite for that turn that Lancelot wiped the board, that game goes in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
So there's also no Arwins, which meant that he wasn't able to, like, aggress the board state in a very early sense.
Right.
His list is interesting. It's very heavy on the Mimi tribe synergy, which is intriguing. I don't hate it, but it's not what we were testing in Minnesota. So
Right.
So kind of trying to see the lines is a little bit
complex.
Yeah, trying to learn a deck as I watch it. But Magellanica is interesting. He's always been one of those cards that's just been on, like, the cusp of playability.
Yeah.
Where he's just close but not quite there. It would be nice to see him come out more. I wonder if maybe this new Berserker Chimimi deck that could exist, maybe he'll be
playable. The problem is he can't go face.
He can't go face on the first turn he comes out, true. But he is a removal spell.
Sure.
And a big removal spell at that.
That's true.
Not as big as Berserker Chimimi, though.
Yeah, I think Berserker Chimimi just fills that slot better.
I'm really excited for Berserker Chimimi. I'm really excited for a lot of cards out of this new set.
This set is going to be hype. Yeah, I'm doing a pre-release next Saturday.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, please go find out where the nearest pre-release is to you. Go do it.
It's worth it.
And then second, I picked up a pre-release kit because next Saturday is my birthday weekend. Because a week from the 23rd is my birthday, so we're having an after dark
nice.
pre-release with me and a few friends.
Nice.
It's gonna be good. So here's a much more aggressive start, right?
There's the Vivian.
We saw Speaking Stone pass from Brent, which is not what we want to be seeing. And we saw a Vivian come down from Clayton, which is the perfect turn 1 start.
Yeah.
We're trying the Jizos again. I don't know if I'd try the Jizos in this matchup.
Well, here's two of the things. Jizo is really good if it doesn't get dealt with. If you actually have a hand with Lorites and can protect those Jizo statues, at some point they're going to be big. They are going to beat down your opponent.
Right.
You can fling them into faces with bullet
Right.
balls. And I think also I would kind of read that I don't think you're playing IU anymore in the Loki Machines decks. So
The 2-drop?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Especially not after this next set comes out.
Yeah.
Although maybe it comes back to deal with the commandments.
Yeah, maybe some of them.
Quick, somebody go buy out all the 2-drop IUs.
Right.
Make your money.
Make your money. So he just runs out 2 Jesus statues. I mean, there's just a Vivian on the other side.
But going into 3 will.
True, but this isn't really a great board to just run a Lancelot into. I mean, it's just he basically is facing down nothing.
Right.
The eternal curse of the Machines deck is that it has a bad 2-drop slot.
Are we doing it tomorrow? We're going to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
We're letting top 8 decide.
Top is deciding. Sure.
Okay, so top 8. And so, Travis, we actually put, I don't have the exact list for the Harvest Aggro that was played this weekend, but we actually just did a Harvest Aggro deck on the channel, so you can go check that out.
Yeah.
For an idea of what it looks like.
And I believe it's fairly
it's
fairly
fairly similar.
fairly similar to the one that was topping in Singapore.
Yeah, so
we're
going to crack in here for 8.
That's a big
Vivian. Yeah, that's a very large Vivian.
That's actually a really good turn, too, is the Donut Drone.
And still leaving 2 will open.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, the issue with Machines is they don't have a ton of use for 2 will.
Right. Nope. Their 2-drops suck.
Their
1-drops are great. Their 3-drops
so
are great.
frustrating.
Their 2-drops are awful.
The only thing that's sad is that they finally get a good 2-drop. It's just that it locks you into a really bad ruler and also locks you into a meta where everybody's trying to combo you into oblivion. I was watching people do ISIS stuff in the face of a person who just was like, there's an
Arwen. I do not have the artwork for Arwen, but it's finally here.
Yay.
So Arwen, for those of you who know. So I don't remember. She's a 2/4?
She is a 2/4 1-drop, and she has activate tap for give +5/+5 to another wind resonator you control. Only activate this if you have 3 wind resonators.
Yes.
Another reason to play Yokai Festival.
Yeah. Floyd Holmes, welcome, my friends. Welcome
Floyd.
to being a member. Appreciate it. That brings us up to 3. We got 35 minutes left on this round, potentially all up top 8. Let's get 7 more members here.
Everybody become a member.
Everybody become a member. Fairer spell off the Skyfall bounce.
They did also get Deus Ex Machina, that's true, but Deus Ex Machina is a better late-game card because you want to put a bunch of counters on him and really just turn him into a big beastie menace. Looks like we're just passing with an Arwen.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely fine.
As long as we don't get, super aggressed upon, that should be fine. Because the Arwen allows us to start, flinging stuff into combat with abandon.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got 1 up. It'll be interesting to see what kind of cards we see. 3
Gawain
sounds like a Lancelot.
I'm not sure if I would play Lancelot here.
I mean, if you have nothing else to do here, is probably a reason. And he's still a 7/7. So
have Lorite, but we wait for the Lorite to cancel.
Yeah, I'm canceling
a burn, like a destruction or something else like that.
What I would be hoping if I'm Brent here is that Clayton dedicates to
board wipe.
Maintenance board wipe.
And then you Loki that.
And then you Lorite that, and that's a huge tempo swing.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeez Louise, it'd be massive.
Yeah, that would be a huge tempo swing. So that's what I would be hoping. That's what I'm going to hold the Lorite for. And I'm going to threaten it every turn by holding one green up. I mean, he did that last game too. He threatened the Lorite every turn, even though he didn't have it. So, regardless, though, that's a really big Vivian. That's a 10/10 Vivian.
That is a very large Vivian.
That's what the deck really wants, is to get a really big Vivian.
And a maintenance.
Looks like he's going in. He's going to go ahead and maintenance to make this a 12/12 Vivian.
I just swing.
I would go for 12 in the air.
No.
Oh, he's going to get Lorited.
No. Not even capitalizing on the damage first.
That
is a big misplay.
I would definitely call that a misplay. That's a little bit of a rough one. I mean, I guess you could be like, oh, he didn't see any Lorites last game. Maybe he wasn't playing it, but like
if you're a green deck,
it's a green
you know
deck.
the Lorite is going to be here.
Yeah, so that's going to be a thing.
And missing the capitalization on the damage with the Vivian is the real worst part there.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a solid 12 damage missed, and this can start to get ugly. Possibly. We'll see what happens with these next few turns. Take up to 4. We're a cool turn away. Yeah, oh, yeah, no Keys Call. Keys Call would have been a blowout in the complete other direction.
yeah, absolutely. Because we do have Energize, so we could have cast it.
Yeah. Speaking Stone. So now the question is, what do we start doing if we're Brent? Because we've got a hand of cards. We've got our Arwen. We got our Lorite on board.
Right.
I don't see an LSD. I feel like you would just slam the LSD if you had it.
LSD.
I love LSD. Lorite 7 Disciples.
Okay, there. I was like, brain, please put together what LSD stands for.
Click, 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 click. Yes.
It's Lorite 7 Disciples. Yes, absolutely. If that was possible right now, like,
yeah, I
would just absolutely slam it.
I feel like
this isn't Gil. You're right. It was supposed to be Gil, but then we got a repairing after I had shared the link to the community. So I apologize, Snowflake. That's on me.
Yep.
You can blame me and the need for a repair.
Yeah.
I'll accept the blame.
I think there's a Magellanica.
Let's look at it. Let's try to pronounce it together.
Magellanica?
Magellanica?
Magellan? My brain wants to say Magellan, but I don't.
Yeah,
it's got an Ica at the end. So we're going to see
Rapid Fire?
Rapid Fire. Whether or not it is Sandstorm, I'm not sure. I don't think there's a way, because it won't kill Lancelot, so.
We're swinging in for 1.
Let's go. It's 39 turn clock.
Lorite getting in there. Oh, we're pumping it up to 6 in response to no blocks. Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
What's happening?
Who knows? I don't know.
Round and round. And round we go. Just taking 1.
Take 1.
Down 29. Pop 39.
Get him. Get him.
Get him.
The classic swing for 1.
Hey, man.
Hey, it's good. It's good.
What are you going to do? Block it?
Right. Take him down. Take him down. So he gets to, like, leave up cards like Viola. He's got a Viola in his hand. He's also got 3 Beast Confluence that he can leave up. He can, like, try to do something with that. He's going to take up to 5 and say go.
Don't hate that play at this point in time.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, hey, I've got 3 will to burn. You don't know what's in my hand.
Yeah. I really like leaving this up because if these 2 Jizo statues survive, you just get to be like, cool, I'm going to, on my upkeep, flashing a Viola. This has flying now. 14.
Well, it doesn't even, you don't even need to do that, right? So if these survive and the Arwen survives, you literally just need Nature's Beauty Bullet Ball and you win.
Yeah.
Because you can use the Arwen to pump. Then it's 17-17 or 17-17. And then you're done, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's the value of this Mimi Ball deck is that the burst damage
is insane.
It's insane.
Like I think I've done like 38 in 1 turn with Arwens.
Yeah.
We're okay.
There's a Saturnius.
That's not gonna get to bounce anything.
Nope.
Because he can't bounce Resonators. Otherwise, he would have been much better.
Yeah.
When he came out.
Instead, he's just gonna be a dude.
He pumps up defense, so that's not entirely terrible.
Yeah.
Definitely not a card that we've seen in a long time.
Doesn't do much in the face of a Nature's Beauty.
That's true. Defense does not do much in the face of a Nature's Beauty.
So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't like the Saturnius here. It doesn't feel like it's going to help much.
Advance the state.
Yeah, but it's not advancing the state in the way you want. You need counters to start turning on
Lancelot.
I
agree. It's not advancing the state.
Yeah, exactly. But he's got a little octopus in his art.
Yeah.
So, Return of
there
God
we go.
on
Okay.
4.
So I would have liked to have seen the Saturnus been a different machine.
Yeah, me too.
It also doesn't feel like Clayton is playing any mini Leviathan, which feels like a mistake. I actually really like Mini Leviathan.
Mini Leviathan is actually a really intriguing one. He would be very solid here because, well, actually, there's 1 mana open, it just gets Whirlwind Techniqued. Brent's in a very commanding spot. Yeah, Brent's in a very commanding spot right now.
Yeah.
There's some sort of a miracle that probably needs to happen for Clayton to pull this one out. From where I'm sitting, Donut Drone's not horrible. That involves turning on Lancelot and turning on a Whirlwind Technique.
I have been informed that the Harvest aggro player won his last match.
All right.
So I believe
he should be top 8.
he's undefeated.
Probably top seed, yeah.
He's XO1, so it's probably first seed.
Probably first seed.
That's really cool. So we've got, what did we hit off the Return of God? It's still just sitting
it was a Donut Drone, and then he banished the Donut Drone.
to make.
He's trying to kill, so he's going to kill one of the Jizo statues.
Sure. And
but
Return
I
of God.
don't think that's
Return of God needs to go to grave. There we go.
He got there.
Like Return of
I don't think that's enough. So
swing
you
for
just
6
tank
with
your
Lancelot.
hit here with Lancelot, and you say, sure, tank it. Unless there's a Keys Calling Clayton Fish's hand.
Nope, it's just going to take it, go down to 26.
That's completely reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason to not.
Um,
So the thing is, though, with this Arwen, if there's a second pump spell in hit, there's the Viola, too.
yeah.
Jeez Louise.
So
with this Arwen and Viola,
Viola makes it 14, double Arwen makes it 24, and then you just bullet
Bullet
ball
ball
it
it.
face, and that's lethal. You
Yeah.
also get to leave up 1 by not casting the Nature's Beauty as well.
right?
So
Let's see if he has it. So we're up to.
Yep.
We're up to a live Flash and Viola. Josh Patton won Toronto with Keurig.
good job, Josh.
My
Patton.
buddy Josh Patton getting his invite to Worlds. Now I have to
Yeah.
reach out to him and tell him that he's coming with me to Japan.
Nice.
Keurig going face in Toronto, taking it. Finally taking home that GP win. Congrats, buddy.
Okay, now I'm confused though. I don't know.
We didn't see a Viola flash in. I don't think there's a bullet ball in the rune deck. That's the only thing I can think.
Yeah.
Is that there's no bullet ball in the rune deck.
Which seems like a. Well, so we know one of those is a sandstorm.
Right.
So he
it
can't have both of the cards he needs. So that's awkward. So here's a Mike.
Well, if he had a bullet ball in rune deck, then just didn't play a master rune,
Seems questionable to
seems
me.
the greediest of plays.
Yeah, he's going to see. He's going to
Take
take
a
a Winds
Winds
of
of
Salvation.
Salvation?
Or maybe not. He's thinking.
Okay, so I don't taking the Magellan.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
It's not horrible.
I like the idea of killing the Lancelot.
Doesn't have the mana to, but regardless. Huh.
I mean, we still swing 12,
Yeah.
right? Like we're dealing 12 damage.
You swing
Sandstorm?
12. Sandstorm, sure.
Use the McKay. Oh yeah, that's
It's
one way to
gonna
do it with a
kill
Lancelot.
Yeah, that does
That works out. Oh, pop and energize. Sand Awakening from Rune Deck.
I mean, that's a card. Yeah. Sand Awakening seems fine. That works. It's not a dead Lancelot anymore.
Did we pump up with the Arwen during the upkeep?
I didn't see that happen.
Disappointment.
Yeah. Feel like that should have happened, but
At least on the Lorite.
you'd
Like
think.
pump up the Lorite,
Pump up
right?
something, yeah.
Make it a 6/7.
It's just free damage.
Molmy.
Is a card that exists. I mean, it's not a terrible card. It's a 7/5 for 2. That's a reasonable split.
Gain 500
gain
life.
500 life whenever. What is it? Whenever you attack.
Whenever you attack.
Yeah.
With it,
With it.
specifically. I'll pull it up here.
He's
So we can look.
unsure about what his next play is. It looks like he's going to swing. Swinging Jizo statue looks like. And then before blocks, he's going to float it, so he's going to get in for 14 here.
Molmy. Where is it? I know I have it. There it is. So swinging in for 14.
Gonna go
Pumping it up,
14
making
to
it 19.
19. I mean,
20 or 2,000?
a lot of damage, but it ain't lethal.
We could have flashed and veiled during upkeep.
He could have. That's what I would have done.
We were already doing it anyway.
Then he's going to pass, and then we'll see what happens on the other side.
On the crackback.
Positive here is that, like, we're not going into any major turn for the Machines player.
Yeah.
They're going into turn 5, and they played a Saturnius.
Oh. So Josh technically won, but he's conceding.
Oh, is he?
Oh. Okay. So he won the match, but he's conceding to the invite to Dylan Hunt.
Ah.
Because of Josh potentially not being able to go.
Oh.
So Dylan Hunt will be joining us for Worlds.
Excellent.
Still great.
Still great. Huh. Yeah, because you see, I don't like this because now your Arwen's tapped.
Yeah. Yeah, it's vulnerable.
It's not, and it's vulnerable, and you're losing damage that you could have been making through it.
Right.
So, In response to Ryan's comment, I get what you're saying, where he should have swung Lance into the Lorite, but then you could just tap Arwen to buff the Lorite.
And then you lose the Lorite.
Lance dies.
And you lose the Lance because Lorite's a 1/2.
Yeah.
Becomes a 6/7.
Becomes a 6/7, so you lose that trade, and you don't really get any value off of it. So 5 mana in a Machines deck. Lancelot's a solid card. Like, that's probably your
I don't
best
really
bet.
agree with the Lancelot here, though. He's already burned maintenance and only has his one other machine.
I mean, true.
Forgot about
Man,
that,
you want to
didn't
know what would be good? Mini Leviathan.
Mini Leviathan would be great right now. Bounce that Jizo statue, but we still have access to Whirlwind Technique. No, we burned Whirlwind.
No,
already.
we burned Whirlwind Technique on one of the Lancelot triggers. Words are hard. So he's doing a lot of consideration, and that makes sense because there's just not a great option here as far as what we do to. This is an awkward turn, and turn 5 always is awkward in the Machines deck because it's just kind of not a good turn. That's 5 mana.
Mosasaurus. What? To kill the Jizo.
Mosasaurus targeting the Jizo statue. Which, okay.
Okay, I don't hate that.
I don't hate it.
Taps me out to do it, though. And it goes through.
Yeah.
And it happens.
Yeah, that occurs.
Is the play in response? Again, he doesn't have Bullet Ball. He's not. Oof.
Yeah.
Is the next turn play?
Yeah.
We'll
And now you're going to have 2 things attacking to Arwen because, yeah. I feel like the sequencing in that last turn is going to come back and bite Brent a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what happens. This Bullet Ball deck is a weird deck to sequence. So you're going to get, hey, a Bullet Ball. What a good card. he knows that would have been really good a turn ago.
Oh, hey, a Bullet Ball.
What a good card. Huh. So, now what goes
So
on?
we're not actually completely opposed to Arwen pump Bullet Ball? If we'd had Arwen up tapped.
So,
We're at 6.
Viola doesn't have flying is frustrating.
Another Molmy coming down.
There's
Hey,
It's
Lars.
actually the first Molemy. Hey, it's Lars.
Hey,
Hi,
Lars. Brunhild reanimate mono whites. So we have Brunhild using Harvesting Season. I mean, we're doing the same kind of thing, but with
You just play
the
black.
Harvest aggro. You just play Harvest aggro.
Yeah.
That's what that deck is, essentially.
Or Dredge, as
So we
some
have
people have called it.
Magellan is going to go in and kill Mosasaurus.
Yeah. Does Magellan have first strike? I
Uh,
forget. No, he
let's
gets
find out.
precision and swiftness. I forget if he gets first strike.
I do not believe he gets first strike.
I'm not sure. But I don't know things. Huh. So that's going
Swiftness and precision. It's going to get blocked by a Lancelot.
Yeah, you can just tap things to like, yeah, that's the land slot's gonna block there. That Mosasaurus is actually really big.
Yeah, but we do have Arwen, right?
Yeah.
So if this gets blocked, Arwen's going to pump it up, turn it into a trade.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just get Clayton down to 14, and that's very much within next turn. You just untap and
Bullet
fling
ball?
a Magellan at their face. Presuming you survive.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's the trick.
Because, like, there's nothing like a good old Mosasaurus to the face.
Yeah. Nice 26.
Yeah.
Or nice 15 to the face.
Yeah. But it looks like he's considering the trade here, which kind of makes me read. He has had what seems to be a rough hand. Hard casting a Mosasaurus isn't really a situation you want to be in. Running out the Saturnius that turn really wasn't a high value play.
Oh, it should be noted that we are in the final round, and so because we are in the final round, we go to sudden death.
Yeah.
If we go to game 3. And sudden death is finish your turns, at the end of turns, highest life.
Yeah. I mean, we're still a ways out from that right now.
I'm confused.
We
didn't pump up the Viola to turn it into a trade with the Arwen.
Protecting it from Saturnius?
Why? You have Molby.
Yeah, I don't know. Huh. I mean, he can leave up the Arwen to, like, pump Magellanica, untap, pump Magellanica, kill you.
Bullet ball?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thought here.
Maybe that's the thought, but he has to survive this turn.
And he has to put another body on board.
No, he's good with
If
bodies.
the Molmy blocks.
If the Molmy blocks and dies, yeah. He's tapped out, which means he can't do shenaniganry. Because Molmy is a 5 defense, right? Which means that it loses the trade to Saturnius. That's problematic. Oh. But it's also an awkward turn. Turn 6 is not really a big turn here.
We're one turn short from a mystery box.
Yeah, which is why I
we
think
still
that,
haven't
like,
seen a mystery box this whole tournament.
This format's quite fast. It's a lot faster
than the previous
one. And so, interestingly, Clayton looks like he's going for Magellanica with the Mosasaurus.
Isn't the proper play use? Oh well, okay. Well, this is good. This is right. This is proper, right? If Clayton has a removal thing, so like this Skyfall
this
doesn't
bounce
have quick
stuff.
cast.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't have
not
quick cast.
Yeah. So we'll go deal with that. That Skyfall definitely does not have quick cast due to the fact that there are no machines on the board. All right, they sorted it out. Yeah, what a useful machine. All right, so now
yeah, what a useful machine. So they caught it, so they're rewinding.
So now he's, I don't understand some of these. Now he's tapping Arwen to pump the Molemy to trade here.
Yeah.
Which opens up the Arwen to die.
Now the Saturnus can just kill the Arwen.
True. But I suppose if you run the Saturnus into the Arwen, then it's tapped. You have to put something on the board to block the Magellanica.
And then you
otherwise that's just lethal.
Bullet balled, yeah.
And he's playing a Return to God. This seems like he's having a rough and tumble time right now.
So we're looking for something 6 cost or less. You know what would be a really good card to get off of this?
Mecha Leviathan.
Mini Leviathan.
Or, far more accurately, a really good card to hit off of this would be the Excalibur. Is that what it's called? The really big, the 6-drop that you get off
Camelot?
Of Camelot, thank
Camelot would be great here.
Camelot would be really good. Camelot just says bounce both of your things. He does get a Misty Dragon. All right. That's a Misty Dragon.
That's not terrible.
It's not horrible. It blocks things. He's got 3 mana left. Yeah, that's his rune deck one. So, So what is your line here, Clayton? Yep, he's going to attack into the Arwen. Yeah. Now that Misty's on the board, he actually has a blocker and, like... I mean, I'm not against the concept of...
Well, so it doesn't really matter here if we see a Nature's Beauty.
No, it doesn't. Well, no, it does right now, because Nature's Beauty says that Misty Dragon doesn't block.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like the Misty doesn't do much right now. Blockers at all don't matter right now, because he has enough for He has enough for Nature's Beauty plus Bullet Bowl.
Yeah. That's a Guinevere. Guinevere, amongst other things, procs that Skyfall. But if I was playing, I would Skyfall right now. Because tapped out, there's no interaction that Brent can
now
put
is
together.
the time to Skyfall.
Because if you let him untap, he could have a Fairer Spell. And then Fairer Spell, Nature's Beauty.
He'll have 7 will, so he can do he can do everything,
He can do everything he needs.
Yeah, absolutely. That is correct.
But he's
we're just passing.
Untap.
We know he has that Winds of Salvation from earlier. So technically, he doesn't have enough to do all 3. Nature's Beauty, Winds of Salvation, but if he has Fair Spell, he's safe here.
Just search it with Gil.
Cal. No, we're not playing Gil.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Travis, the way sudden death works is it's only in the last round of Swiss. And if it goes to a draw, game 3 draw, you check life at the end of turns. Because there has to be a winner in the last round of Swiss.
We've been doing that as long as I've been playing.
Yeah, that's been the rule for forever.
Yeah.
It just used to be that you could intentionally draw. You could draw the last round of Swiss. There was a time frame where you could.
I feel like if he had Nature's Beauty, he would just slam it here.
Maybe he doesn't see it?
I don't see how you wouldn't see it. Like, that's just complete lethal. Well, actually, right now, there's a Skyfall in the way. That's the problem, I guess.
You'd have to have Fair
So if he doesn't have a way to deal with the Skyfall, that's a problem.
See a Lorite. See a 3 Beast Conference. See a Bullet Ball.
So,
wait,
Bullet Ball.
Doesn't 3 Beast no, 3 Beast Conference adds +1/+1. Rip.
3 Beast? I thought it's 5/5.
No, it's gain 5 life. Or is it? Oh, okay. Hold on. Because he actually might just have it here regardless.
Right, like you can create it to happen without having. Well, I guess the problem would be is like you go 3 Beast Conference and then they go Skyfall. But this is the correct thing you do. You swing. This is interesting as to how you operate.
Conference.
The awkward part about this.
+4/+4.
+4/+4 makes it 16. Plus Winds of Vitality.
Magic Stone of Adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the play. He outplayed him.
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
It was playing around that, yeah.
We're going to gain 4 life.
And draw a card.
Draw a card. We have 1 Stone of Adventure left, and Stones of Adventure just by themselves pump up.
Yeah.
It's either tap, produce green, or tap and pump, I believe.
So that's 16.
It's 21 coming in, or 19 coming in.
It's 19?
Because doesn't Magellan have a 1500 attack?
I thought it was 12.
Magic Stone of. Let's look at Adventure real quick. Magic Stone of Adventure. No, it does pay 1 and tap.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gross.
Man, that card's bad.
Let's see.
He has the 3 Beast Conference.
Wind.
He's going to Lorite. He's going to cast a Lorite. Not 100% sure what
this
he's
is
doing.
16. It is quick cast. He has a machine. He has Guinevere.
He's a Guinevere on
so
the board
it is
right
technically have quick cast right now.
Not sure what the Lorite is
So we have
doing.
a judge call coming down. Yeah, I'm not sure what the judge call is doing here.
It would be easy for machines.
Whoa. No. That needs to, hold on. I have to go over and talk about this too.
Yeah.
He drew that card.
Yeah. This would be an easier matchup for machines, but he's drawn pretty poorly this game, so he's been struggling. He's been playing a lot of suboptimal plays, running out Saturniuses on like turn 4, for example, just like as a body. Not really doing anything else than just being a 5/7, etc. So he's run out like 2 Return of Gods. Well, there's been a lot of stuff happening. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this board state, so I mean, somebody's doing a bullet ball somewhere along the line. This is what we know. Oh, he's playing Lorite to pump by resting it. Oh, yes, indeed. Huh. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I might get him there. So yeah, there's some discussion going on between the judges, so I'm just gonna be here, chilling with you. Here comes Jeremy. Hopefully to explain what's going on.
So I just explained to the sequencing. The sequencing is not going to matter. We're all ultimately. I was just informing to Charlie exactly how the sequencing happened at his.
Yeah.
So the Skyfall's coming down.
Yep.
It's then in response to the Skyfall. Yeah, Charlie's walking him through it the way that it would resolve. So the Skyfall, he casts 3B's Conference.
Yep.
That's going to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
He gains the 4, goes up to 30.
Yep.
Then before the Skyfall resolves, we're going to attempt to bring in the Lorite.
Yep.
And use it with Magellani's ability to pump it. And then we're going to use Bullet Ball paying for 4.
Yep.
And then Bullet Ball, still all in response to the Skyfall.
Yeah.
So right now...
if my math is right, I'm stealing 18.
Stealing 18, it'll take him down to 2.
Huh. All right. I mean, that's not a lot of Hanzo doesn't have great reach is the thing I worry about here. So I'm like, the only thing I can think of is you try to keep this
Whoa,
why did that go?
Whoa, that needs to go into grave.
Whoa. And Skyfall triggers it from the graveyard and puts it back into your hand. That would be great.
Yeah, Bullet Ball doesn't say bounce to hand. It says go to grave.
So my thought process here is that if that is actually a Nature's Beauty, I haven't seen it, so I presume it is. Next turn, if this Lorite survives, just get to Nature's Beauty with a Saintly Elven Stone.
And poke him for 2. Mystery box, though. Okay.
Mystery box needs to find some
we go.
Gwaines. No, it can find Gwaines.
It can.
It can.
These guys are sitting at table... technically, these guys, I think, were table 3.
Both of them were XO2, if memory serves.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to find... Yep, that's a Vivian. That's a Guinevere.
Playing the box.
You don't do it like that. They all enter at the same time.
Hold on. 1 second.
Do. So yeah, with Mystery Box, 5 things enter play. They all enter at the same time. All their enter triggers go onto the stack. You get to choose how they go. And so triggered effects like Vivian are going to trigger off of everything that enters. It's just a great thing. Yeah. Here's Andrew Valland. How are you doing, Andrew Valland?
I had 8 points.
You had 8 points.
I drew twice against Gil.
Lovely.
1 Gil. My first 3 rounds were Gil.
Yep. I remember.
Loss was against Mir, which is Black White Brunhild.
Yep.
And I played last round, the Rhea deck, and went 2-0.
Well, there you go. 8 points for Andrew Valland here.
My only loss was against Mir. I beat all the Gils technically.
So
yeah,
we were I was just explaining to them, and Charlie's explaining how the picking the abilities going in certain ways are going to work.
Yeah.
But all of them, every card off of Mystery Box comes into play at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not 1, then 1, then 1, then 1, then 1. They just... This is a really good Mystery Box also.
That is an excellent Mystery Box.
The Vivian is going to have 4 counters. The Lancelot and the Guinevere. The Lancelot's going to have 1. The Vivian's going to have at least 2, or probably 3. The Merlin's going
Yeah.
to have one. The Mosasaurus is going to hit 3 stones.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really, really good mystery box.
This is about, like, with the exception of you want the Merlin to be something else, that's, like, about, like, if you just drew up what you want your mystery box to be extra every time.
Like, the best thing would
this
have
is what you
been,
draw.
that Merlin is actually a Camelot.
Yeah, if
But,
Merlin
like,
was a Camelot.
If Merlin was a Camelot, like, that would be the thing.
Yeah.
We target that. You can't target Speaking Stone. Charlie's right there, so he's going to catch it.
Thank you, Charlie.
You can't target Speaking Stone. It has barrier.
Yeah.
And at this point, even though he's at 2 life, oh, man, how clutch would a second Bullet Ball be?
Yeah.
Be pretty clutch.
I mean, while everything is tapped out, I'm of the inclination to try to shoot Lorite. Because, again, I'm just worrying about a Nature's Beauty. Just going 2.
Yeah.
Well, I also would have tapped down that Saintly Elvenstone. So
force the lock of the Saintly Elven.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well. Even if he has, the only out here is to actually have Bullet Ball. Because because if he tries to do Nature's Beauty, you just kill the Lancelot.
Yeah. They have a minute and a half.
They have a minute and a half. You guys have a minute and a half still. You guys have time still.
Yeah.
Letting them know they've got a little bit of time left.
A lot of slow, grindy games this turn.
Saturnus coming in. I don't remember what Saturnus' stat line is.
I believe he's a 5/7 if memory serves.
Sure, we'll go with that.
If he's not a 5/7, he's like a 4/6. One or the other. Something along those lines.
And Mr. Dragon swung in as well.
Yeah.
So
And
there's
he's
another
flickering.
9. So down to 16.
All of these, I just want to point to that Lorite, because I'm afraid that Lorite's just going to kill me.
Let's see a top deck mystery box. Or a top deck
Bullet Ball.
Bullet Ball.
It's a 5/7.
Yeah,
that
I
was
recorded
correct.
Oh, that's a fair spell. That is not.
Yeah.
That is not a.
Yeah. So your Lorite untaps. Yeah. None of those are Lorite either. It's really been light on Lorites this game, which is really rough. This Lorite's like the only one he's seen.
That's a
Tiger
Me,
Me.
which will draw him a card.
It'll draw him a card.
He doesn't have.
He doesn't have Rune 5,
5.
so it's not going to do much of anything else.
It is going to look cool, though. It's a cool looking card.
It is.
Okay, they are officially a time on round. Brent is turn 0. And they'll have 2 turns from here. So
1, 2, 3.
we're probably going to actually. Okay, so if Brent can find a way to close this game out, we go to a
Sudden death situation.
But I just don't see it. Yeah, Brent's just going to go ahead and say, you know what, you got this, bud. Concede it. And Clayton is going to take it. So